Hi and welcome to my channel. So the D-Day is finally here and today is Monday, the 11th of March 2024. This is a day that we have all waited for since last year and that we have dreaded this day actually kind of getting here. So in today's video, I'm going to explain to you what you should do in the next 24 hours, but most importantly, long term. So it is the day where officially the UK bans carers and senior carers that are coming to work in the UK from overseas from bringing any dependents whatsoever to the UK. This is something that is massive. It's not only about distant relatives, obviously. It is about your husband, your wife, your partner, your own children, your kids, irrespective of who they are, you will not be able to bring any dependents to the UK. And so I'm going to be talking about those scenarios, 5 case scenarios, because if you're currently in the UK as a carer or you're out of the UK, considering coming to this country, you're going to fall in one of these. And so it is very important that you're also watching this video to hear the other options that you should be pursuing at this point in time. So if you're new to my channel, obviously, you're welcome. Hit the subscribe button below so that you can join this family and be the first person to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here at 10 a.m. prompt UK time. I dedicate my time to ensuring that you're the first person that is informed about the best opportunities that the UK has to offer. Also, career progression. Yes, now you're in the UK, then what? And I'm going to tell you that this law is one of the worst and inhumane laws that any country can set. I think that is pretty obvious. But one advantage is that it is going to push people to consider other options than just carer jobs in the UK. And so you are going to end up earning more long term. So people are going to get into more lucrative careers already. I'm saying this out of experience because I've got a private coaching program and I'm now having more and more people in my program interested in other opportunities. And so by default, they are then having jobs that they're paid more. For example, just last week, one of the people that is part of my coaching program, she was initially applying for carer jobs in the UK, but then she watched one of my videos saying, look, you can get nanny jobs in the UK. She got a nanny job last week paying £49,000. And she said to me, Melvis, there's no way I would have ever imagined that I can get a job paying £49,000. But she spent the last year applying for carer jobs unsuccessfully until she found that video. And you can see how, yes, it is very, very daunting that this law has been implemented, but at the same time, it is going to push people to think out of the box and to go for other options and other opportunities. And so this is the positive point. But if you're not aware, by the way, check the comment section below. You see my contact details. If you need to contact me privately, personally, to discuss about your personal circumstances, then check the comment section below. You see my WhatsApp number as well as my email address. But most importantly, you're going to see a link to join my newsletter. It's completely free. When you join, all you need to do is drop your name and email and you're part of that newsletter so that I send that information directly to your inbox as at when it becomes available so you don't miss out. Like I say, it is not only about getting to the UK, but it's also other opportunities. So if you're already in this country as a carer, what else can you do? And guess what? The reason I'm passionate about this is because it's the journey that I have had myself in this country. I started as a carer in a nursing home. I then studied nursing as an international student. I've gone on to do 2 apprenticeships. My first apprenticeship while I was on visa sponsorship, I did a master's in, mentorship in nursing for a year in a very prestigious UK university in London. Once I completed that, I got senior positions, obviously. And then I've gone on to just complete another apprenticeship for 3 years, full-time masters in advanced clinical practice. And I now work as an advanced nurse practitioner, which is the most senior clinical nursing position. So when I'm talking about these opportunities, it's also out of experience because this is the pathway that I have personally gone through. And I'm seeing colleagues who are stranded in all these positions, but with a lot of potential. And that's why I dedicate my time to do these videos. So let's go back to today. So it is the 11th of March. What does this mean? That's what we're going to focus on in today's video. The first thing is that congratulations if you have already received your UK visa and sponsorship as a carer. So whether you're in the UK already or you're still out of the UK, as long as you've received your UK visa, these rules are not going to affect you in any way. So like I say, congratulations. And I know that I've played a massive role. I've supported hundreds of you to get to the UK, and that's something that I'm very grateful for. But at the same time, I feel so disappointed that I wasn't able to support everyone in the way that I should have, or in the way that would have enabled them to get visa sponsorship, which means not everybody has been able to get visa sponsorship to move to the UK before this deadline. And it's something that I really apologize for. And it's something that when I think about, I wish everybody could have got a job in time to move to the UK. But my promise is that I'm going to support, those of you, obviously, especially that are in my program, to make sure that you get those alternative jobs that will enable you to move to the UK with your families, or to remain in the UK with your families, depending on your circumstances. So again, I feel the need to apologize to those of you that have not been able to get those jobs on time. But it's not late. We're going to consider other alternatives and just see how we go with the flow. And by the way, what is your situation at the moment? What are you going through? Are you looking for visa sponsorship jobs? What has happened so far? How do you feel about this day? Leave a comment in the comment section below. And I'm going to be there to make sure that I go through those comments, and other people can also share their ideas. Also share this video, by the way, with their friends, loved ones, colleagues, so that they're aware of this, and they can take the necessary action. So scenario number 2 is that you're still waiting for a decision to be made on your visa application. So this is for people that have already received their COS as a carer or senior carer to move to the UK, or to switch if you're already in the UK. You've applied for your visa, but you've not received a decision yet. So you're also going to be exempted from these rules because you applied for your visa before this date. So again, congratulations. So whatever the outcome of the visa, you are going to be exempted, which means you can move with your dependents, or you can remain with your dependents in the UK. So again, that is very good. The third scenario is somebody who has already got their COS, which is a certificate of sponsorship, but have not yet applied for the UK visa. So what is going to happen to these people now? Look, you've got the next 24 hours to be able to apply. So if you've already got your COS with you and you've not applied, you need to apply today before midnight, today, for you to be eligible to bring your dependents to the UK, because obviously this law comes into force after today, which is basically from the 12th of March. Then you're going to be included. So if you've got your COS now today, then please endeavor to apply. I'm saying this because I've spent the last week talking to different people, and there are so many people that already have their COS but have not applied for the visa, because they're like, hey, I'm waiting for my driving license, I'm trying to do my TB certificate, I'm waiting for this, I'm waiting for that, and all of no, you need to apply. Obviously, if you've got no dependents, obviously all of this doesn't have anything to do with you, but we're focusing on those people that have dependents. So if you have a COS now for a carer or senior carer job with a code of 6145 or 6146, you must apply for the visa today. The good thing is that UK visa applications are all done online, and you don't need to have the decision made before you're exempted. The main thing is that you've put in your visa application officially and formally before the law actually starts, which is from the 12th of March 2024. So that's that done. And by the way, if you're enjoying this content, hit the like button. It lets me know that you enjoy content like this, and obviously I should do more. Like I said before, if you are in this position and you're stressed out, you're worrying about your family, because I know that this is the point why many people choose to come to the UK. It's exactly for your children. So being told that you're not able to come with them to the UK, it loses the reason, the purpose, and the whole point why you want to move in the first place. But there are lots of alternatives, which in the next days, I'm going to be talking about these alternatives that you can go for. So you don't need to worry about it. It's about diversifying and looking for other opportunities that you can and should, by the way, pursue. So that's what this is about. And then the next case scenario is somebody who is still waiting for COS. Look, if you've already got a job in the UK and you're waiting for your COS, which means you've not received it yet, you will have to receive it today for you to be able to apply today and be exempted from these rules. What this means is that if you receive your COS tomorrow, for example, or from the 12th of March, you will be affected by these rules, because it is not when you receive your COS that matters, but it's when you actually apply for the visa. And this is very unfortunate, because again, I know so many people that are waiting for COS. People are like, hey, I've waited for this long, I've waited for this long. But whatever the reason, as long as you don't receive it today, to apply today, you will sadly be affected by these rules. So again, that's another scenario to think about. Another scenario is for somebody who doesn't fall in any of the previous four, which means you haven't received your COS, you don't have a job offer, you don't have a visa yet, you're still applying. Well, at this point in time, I'll say that I don't want to say it's impossible to apply for a job today, get that job offer, do the interview, get the COS today and all of that. But I'll say it'll be very miraculous to do all of this in one day. I've never seen it happen, but again, never say never. So what I will say is, if you're in this position, keep on applying for jobs. These rules don't mean that the UK is stopping the recruitment for carers or senior carers. What this means is that you can't bring your dependents after that date, but obviously they're still recruiting, so continue to apply. Another alternative is that you consider other options that will enable you to move with your dependents. And that's the next video that I'm going to drop on here. What are the alternative jobs that you can apply for in order to bring your dependents? Previously, I've shared lots of other, jobs here that you should consider exploring. But again, like I say, another pathway is that you can get up, still keep, you can continue to apply for those carer jobs. And then once you're successful and you're in the UK, whether you're switching or moving for the first time, I mean, it doesn't really matter, then you can switch to something else that is not a carer job. So there are lots of different alternatives, and I say all hope is not lost. And if you're somebody that, like me, you're passionate about the UK, you know that that's the right destination for you to go to, do not despair. Keep on applying for the jobs, put yourself forward, make sure that your application is improving every single time, make sure that you're on top of your game, make sure that you're cutting all your T's and dotting your I's, so that you're not taking anything for granted, because it is very competitive. I'm saying this out of experience, because I've had my private coaching program for the last 4 years now, and it's something that, there's a lot that is involved at this point in time. And you need to be so meticulous with the whole thing for you to be able to really stand out. And by the way, if you want to find out more information about my private coaching program, if you check the description box below or the about section of this channel, you're going to see information about it. I've also got lots of free resources to support you, give you more information about different opportunities in the UK, NHS jobs, nursing, apprenticeships, and all that. But if you need to contact me personally, check the comment section below. You're going to see my contact details, my WhatsApp number, as well as my email address, so that you can get in contact with me personally. And like I've said, I'm going to keep sharing that information on opportunities that you should pursue. Thank you. And I'll see you in this video right here.